some, but for residents of one St. Anne community, it's anything but, as the flood left behind is yet to recede.
In fact, residents of Douglas Castle in St. Anne have to take boats to get in and out of their community. TVJ's Jamila Mitchell took the journey herself today and now reports.
Trapped.
No one can cross it.
That is the situation in Douglas Castle, St. Anne. Parts of the community now look like a pond, and there's only one way in and out. I am sitting on a boat that is about to take me over to the community of Douglas Castle here in St. Anne. This boat is the only mode of transportation for the more than 1,000 residents who have been marooned since the heavy rains over a week ago. The residents say last week the rains came suddenly. They say they had no time to prepare for the onslaught.
Rain just come like a turnover and jump on the water, so it just flood. They couldn't get to drain.
It started about 6 o'clock, 7 in the evening, the Monday evening. I didn't come out back until Tuesday morning. When I come out, is this what I saw. Because when the rain falls, it's like we don't really understand how it fall. It just keep on falling. But we normally wasn't looking for this. Because it's a long time we don't get flood, so we wasn't looking for this. But when the Tuesday morning, now my in-law called me and said, Florence, we black in. I said, what you mean? And when we come around here, my sister saw we flood out again.
For Stephen Douglas, it's not the first flood, but it is the worst he has ever seen.
But the third time now as it is. But it's the first time I experience it like this, because the other floods that we used to get like 2 days or 3 days rain. So some of the water get the time to wash or drain away.
As a result, life has not been the same for adults or children for that matter.
The kids aren't going to school, actually. It's just 1 and 2 because there's just one boat cannot bring them over. There's too much of them.
And speaking of boats, these boat operators have been making the rounds, but not for the money.
Most of them, we give you like a token of our appreciation.
Like how much?
Some 50, some 100.
So we make like 60, 70 trips for the day, to and from.
Back on shore, this 97-year-old man explained that he and his wife are not in the best of health. They too have to deal with the ordeal the community is going through at this time.
I hardly can walk. I have to see my stick here. If I walk, I have to walk with stick and I can't come out, I not keep bed sometime. But see my wife in there, so she's sick. Sick same like me, last week she come from hospital.
Douglas Castle is a farming community in the north of the parish, near the border with Clarendon. In fact, over 800 of the more than 1,000 residents there are farmers. So, when the rains came, most of the residents lost their livelihood.
My field flood out. I have about a acre and a half of tomato. Tire party can bear and me and go pick a first picking half it and then it will like burn up.
Me have lettuce and papcho. Everything gone now. Everything gone now, water.
Which means they lost money too.
Maybe like 200,000 after all is added up, seed, fertilizer and stuff like that.
Farming is not the only business there. Joseph Douglas operates a mini mart in the community. He too is counting his losses.
We're not being able to access goods and things that we sell, such as cooking gas and so on. And customers from across the river not being able to come over here to purchase anything. So we lost roughly about between 80 to $100,000 profit, not in terms of like principal sale.
Frustration is kicking in.
We really don't have a choice. If I leave this business, I have to leave my house. This is where I born and grow, and this is our investment. And it's really hard to leave it like this.
So now, here's what they're asking for.
The overhead bridge, I then cut our next road, the front road, a bypass that we can, like, vehicle can drive on it, that we don't have a problem when going to school or when going out.
I do not see it presently to facilitate this community with a bridge, because it's not even will be able to facilitate a makeshift bridge.
That's the councillor. He has a plan.
After the water had subsided, to ensure that these holes that are surrounding the area, we try to find some way where we can drench the area to have these waters soak.
But for now, the residents are just waiting and watching, as it will take a while before the water recedes. Shamela Mitchell, TVJ News.